everyone, Intuitive Edge here. Welcome to my channel. I want to take a look at this hurricane that's bearing down out in the Atlantic and its possible heading for the United States. Now, I asked about this Hurricane Dorian, about this storm, and the thing that stood out to me with the first card, I got the High Priestess reversed. It's the card of wisdom. She's reversed. And I got like this stalling or time. Like, I think that stalling that they're talking about, and that it's going to have time to build. There's a temptation not to listen to advice. You know, people want to ride it out or whatever. And I think this is also calling that to attention. Do not ignore the wisdom, the warning signs, if you need to leave, get out of the area, that kind of thing. To pay attention to those messages. I asked how it will affect, will it be a direct hit to Florida? And I've got the Six of Sky on this. The artwork on this card as you can see with the artwork, there's a cat fight in the back, and this cat is like, he knows when to get out. Sorry, my cat. And knows when to leave. I think as far as this direct hit, I almost see that it might possibly move up the coast a little bit. It may have that impact where it's heading, but I think it may take that trajectory and move up the coastline, possibly. Please ignore my cat in the background. How severe will it be at landfall? I have the Death card reversed. My cat magic deck. The Death card reverse is upheaval and changes for the worse. So I think this is going to be a very aggressive storm, and it will possibly be pretty big as it hits land, as it makes landfall, and as it moves along its trajectory. What do people need to know? I've got the Fire Tom. And this came in reversed also. I'll show it to you reversed. This is a messenger. Now, it's interesting I saw all these candles. The first thing I think of is, stocking up on, things like emergency candles and supplies. But the actual meaning of that card is a message about delays, frustrations, getting nowhere, lack of supplies and things. And I think what this is saying is that people need to be aware that there may not be power, obviously, but access to emergency services and help. And it may be a time for self-reliance and relying on your neighbors and checking on people. That kind of goes without saying, but I think this is highlighting that for some reason, that that possibility of delays, frustration, not having what you need, needing assistance and not getting it, that kind of thing. What gives hope? Now we have the card of innocence. We have the Six of Sea. I'll show it to you here. The Six of Cups in the traditional tarot. The artwork on this card is a playful card of these, the cats, they're jumping in this pool. And it's meant to highlight playfulness and innocence. But I kind of see, like, this is what gives us hope. And what I see with these two at the front is like they're moving, they're like getting in and getting out. And so I think, to me, that's like moving through this. And I think the hope is if people are able to leave or move through to another place, or I think there's hope in moving, in listening to those warnings and leaving. I think it's going to be a pretty big storm. The outcome of this I thought was interesting. We have the Earth Kitten. This is the Page of Pentacles. Now when I see this, the artwork, I'll show you again. This cat is like nosing up with a porcupine. And what came to me is that this will probably be a time when people will forego their differences and help their neighbor. That seems to be what happens in a time of crisis. People forget skin color, they forget backgrounds, nobody focuses on that when it's life and death, and when it's serious situation. You help your neighbor, you help people. And I just saw that, you know, so much with this cat and the porcupine. It's like, I think that that's the outcome, is the communities will come together, and we always see that anyway, but that's highlighted. And this is perhaps showing that humanity will come together as a community, as a region, and people will be there to help their neighbors and help each other. So there may be some delays on that, like we saw here, but I think overall that energy is there to help people where it's needed, which is good. So overall, with that reverse death card on the question of how severe, looks like it might be pretty big storm. So, you know, if people can leave, that'd probably be the good thing. If you can't, you know, down there they know how to prepare. They're usually pretty well prepared for these kinds of things. So anyway, just prayers for the people there, that they will... My goodness, he's talking. Anyway, I think that's all I have for this video. If you liked it, leave a like. We'll catch you next time. Thanks for watching. Say bye.